Hey guys, welcome back. So, before we get into this video, it's a little bit different from anything I've released before. There is a little bit of an explore at the start, probably sort of 10-15 minutes, if that. The rest of it's sort of like a documentary style look into the dark history of somewhere. So let me know in the comments, is this something you want to see more of? A little bit more look into some dark history, some murder, some witchcraft, just some weird shit that people do in this world. But anyway, hope you enjoy the video. Cheers guys, bye.
So guys, I haven't got my camera out yet. I'm walking up to the cottages that I've investigated previously. Oh no, they are still there. There's just a shit ton of rubble been dumped in front of them. Don't know if you'll see that using an iPhone, so I can't flip the camera whilst using it. But I don't know if I'm going to be able to get to them before this rubble's been dumped. We'll have a look. You might notice I've got a new camera there that's going to be recording constantly, so you'll always see everything. There won't be a moment where I'm sort of not recording. No, I can still get into them, possibly. Don't know if I want to, because the one I'm going to go in, if you watch the last video from here, absolutely creeped the fuck out of me and Danny, and they still look pretty terrifying. So I'm gonna go down here, have a quick look, probably get my camera out and start recording on that and see what there is in here. Not where I wanted to come today, unfortunately. Road diversions would have ended far too long onto my journey for me to be able to go and pick Danny up from work. So let's have a look. I'll see you in a minute. So here we are guys, back at these creepy bastard cottages. Not going in that one, you've seen that. Don't know if I'm going to be able to get into this one. God, this is creepy. So I'm trying to be really careful, because there is massive holes in the floor. Don't think that's going to be a long one. That was a lovely fireplace at one point. Don't know what that is, whether it was kitchen, part of the kitchen, or like a old unit. Oh, it's obviously an old unit. Hello? Might be some cool stuff to look at in here. Oh, not that cool, it's an old roasting pan. You know, it's kind of ugly, but I like it like that, where the eggs would have gone. It's kind of ugly, but I do kind of like that at the same time. I'm not going there, because there's massive holes in the floor. So, that area will be avoided. Hello? Another beautiful big bit of furniture there. Again, it's been trashed. It's like the rest of this place. I love that fireplace, it's so cute. Should have got my gloves out of my bag, but I didn't think there'd be much in here to sort of see. Old light fitting. It's got like the material wrapped wires. And that piece of furniture isn't lovely, it's, I don't know, is it Art Deco sort of style? People have been in here smashing bottles up and shit. There's like old dingy bottles. That was me standing in glass. Yeah, nice little sort of solid wood Art Deco unit there. View to the tree. I don't know if these are just old like gingy bottles that have been smashed up. Pick a bit up there, don't I? HP. Don't know if that's like the sauce. I feel odd in here. I've had Deadcom running. As you know, I always kind of do have that running, whether I'm doing paranormal or not.
Please.
Will you have more her taste piece? So I turned the camera on and it turned itself off. Brilliant. What I was saying was, this place doesn't give me as much of the creeps as next door does now. But this place felt proper creepy when me and Danny came to do that paranormal here. But now it feels calmer. Don't know if it's because we've done a paranormal there, so there's like a different association to it now. This place is pretty cool. But what I was saying was as well, I'm not going upstairs, even though the stairs look fine. The ceiling doesn't, because half of it's missing, half of it's there. And look at the fucking rot in the A-beams. That's as close as I'm sort of willing to get. And even in the ground floor, there's just holes everywhere, and it's all hidden by this shit. So I don't know. I know what I'm standing on here. What's Deadcom saying now? Can't see. No, you can't see because of all the rubble and paper and shit that's on the floor. But I was saying as well, in a ugly way, I like that. So what I'm going to do, this is only going to be probably a short video, more like a behind the scenes than a full explore again, which I'm a bit annoyed about, is what it is. Breathe in. Even that camera's turned off. What the fuck? Right, I'm going to take a couple of quick pictures of this cool ass unit, and then I'm going to split out of it. So, up the stairs sort of thing. There's a weird entrance to this place. There's the top floor, the one we've done the paranormal in, so I'm going to see if this door opens. It does. Yeah. See upstairs of the one I've just been in. I'm not, click my light on so you can see, I'm not venturing further than this, because that is rotten as all fuck. There's the old switch panel. It's just two wee rooms, but like you can see, don't know if you can, with the devastation of that, it's just shit me right up moving. But it's the wind, so we're all good. So, if you can hear a rattle, by the way, it's just a juice bottle that's hanging off my bag. So, it won't be there when I'm doing paranormals, obviously, because it can pollute the results. It's just because, believe it or not, you may not walk far or walk much, but you get so thirsty doing urban exploring and going into these places. I mean, yeah, they are full of probably the most rancid dust and shit you can find, which, as an asthmatic smoker, is probably not the best hobby for me. But I still want you guys to join me on this journey and support me, because I'm not going to stop doing it. I really enjoy it. It's one of the only things that sort of brings me true peace. I needed this. I needed to come out and explore and clear my head a bit, because last week I came very close to not being here anymore. So I'm not going to tell you exactly what I do. If you follow me on Instagram, I might upload the video of what happened to me. But I was driving along. I drive for a living. So I was driving along, and I came up to a roundabout in Stirling, and this lorry came round the corner, came round the roundabout, and a sheet of ice, I'd say about 3 inches thick, and like 2 foot, 3 foot square, landed on my van and very nearly came through the windscreen. If I was travelling faster, if the ice was a little bit higher on the windscreen, I wouldn't be here right now. I would be lying on a very cold slab or 6 feet down. So I needed to get out, explore, clear my head a little bit. Bit annoyed I haven't been able to get to where I wanted to go. I wanted to go to a big hotel so I could have a proper good explore, but it is what it is. As you've seen the videos, hopefully, the reality of urban exploring is you can't always get into the places you want to get into. You don't always get into them, but what you do get, or what I get, is an overwhelming sense of peace and clarity, and it really clears my head. So that's the biggest reason I do this, is to clear my mind, because a lot of the time it's not a place I particularly want to be inside my head. Peace came up on Deadcom. Yeah, my head isn't a place I always want to be, and if I'm just sat in the house, stuck inside, especially in winter, like it's reasonably warm. Oh, well, that's probably open, but it is reasonably warm today, so it's nice to get out. It's nice to see the world, even if it's somewhere I've been twice before, third time visiting, but now I know, don't need to go back. Check, done, everything. Yes, I haven't done the upstairs, but I don't want to fall through the floor, to be honest. So I'm gonna head back to the car, cigarette, put my skate shoes back on because I haven't even bothered to do my boots up at the minute. Lazy fucker at times. So yeah, but hopefully, fingers crossed, head into Wales again soon, and we have already been given permission, to go back to the chapel and the farmhouse that we've done before. Village Hall video, by the time this is uploaded, it's already uploaded, so I hope you've checked out all 3 episodes so far from the Wales series. If I'm going down, might try and meet up with a friend of mine. She is interested in this sort of stuff, so I haven't seen her for years, so she wants to come see the world, see some exploring shit with me. Known her for years, known her sister for years, so it'd be good to see her. She definitely deserves some peace. I don't really know anyone at her age that could do what she's done and do it all with a smile and laughing and joking. So hopefully end of Feb down in Wales. I need it. I need a mom hug after my accident. 300 miles away from my mom sucks so bad, but that's life. I'm not going to get too deep into that, but you know what it's like if you had a traumatic experience. Nothing quite beats a hug from your mum. So that's what I want. I want to go see my mum, my stepdad. I'm going to go see my dad this year, so maybe there'll be something in Leicester, I don't know. As you know, I don't do cities. I hate them. I like this. So I'm going to go see my dad this year and maybe get an explore in Leicester. He won't come with me though. So yeah, back to the car, on to the next kind of cool location. It's not an urban explorer, it's just some really cool, quite dark history. So I'm going to show you guys that. So guys, we're here at the memorial, and where we are, absolutely beautiful. So a couple of houses down there, other than that pretty much in the middle of nowhere. So I'm here at something called the Maggie Wall Memorial. Now, it's believed the Maggie Wall was a witch that was burnt here. I don't know if you can see that, in 1657, it's the 17th century. Now, there's not much to see here. I'll take you on a walk around it, and then I'll tell you some history, both long ago and pretty recent history, about this memorial to witches and pagans everywhere. So what a lot of people do, and it seems to be quite a custom in Scotland, whenever you go to sort of pagan sites, you leave little gifts, little things to honour the witch or people that you knew, or the people that died here. There's quite a lot around here. Now somewhere buried in all of this is one of my plugs, one of my earrings that had a pentagram on it. And last time I was here, I felt like I needed to leave something for Maggie Wall as a pagan, that, you know, to honour her and to remember her and to all the witches that died. Now, not really got any issue in telling you where this is because it's marked on Google Maps. It's in a place called Dunning, which is a small village in Perthshire, about a mile that way. And it is believed that between 6 to 9 witches in the 1600s were killed in Dunning alone for witchcraft. Now, the way they used to kill witches in Scotland wasn't as easy, I suppose, really, as it was in America. Being burnt alive is definitely not easy. You're alive enough, I know, being burnt alive, to smell your eyes melting, which is a disgusting thought. But in Scotland, you weren't hung, and you weren't just burnt as a witch. You were beaten to death, or strangled, and then murdered. Now, I know a lot of people have fear over witchcraft and paganism and what it is. It's a religion of peace for the most part. It really is. We just want peace. We believe in Mother Nature. We believe we came from the earth and we'll return to the earth one day. And that's the crux of it. There's nothing dark. There is dark sides of it. But for the most part, it's a religion of peace and working with the energies of the earth. And the gods and goddesses, whether you believe in them or not, it's up to you, your interpretation. I'm a Norse pagan, as you all know. So I worship my deities in my way. I honour them in my way. I honour my ancestors in my way. That's it. I don't want any beef with anyone. I don't give a shit what religion you are. As long as you don't hurt anyone, I couldn't care less. What attracted me to paganism was the fact that everybody's treated equal. Man, woman, child. Doesn't matter. You're equal. There's no bullshit or sexism with paganism. So that's what sort of turned me to it more than anything. But enough about me and my beliefs. Maggie Wall. So there's no evidence that she ever existed. It's just seems to become a name that's been attached to this memorial and attached to witches in the area to honour the ones that died for no reason other than fear and people not willing to do the research into anything other than what was in front of their nose and what they were told. So that's why witches were burnt. And it's a shame. It's a shame because it took so long for our religion, for paganism and witchcraft, to come back into mainstream religion. And I'm glad it is. I'm glad it is. Do I agree with what a lot of baby witches are doing on TikTok? Absolutely fucking not. Not at all. But we all learn and we all grow. So I'll show you some. There's just little trinkets, little pagan offerings, you know, bracelets, Christmas baubles, very simple wreath. What we got around here? We've got a stone that says yes, obviously Scottish independence, not going into that either. Got a gift card thing for Blair Drummond Safari Park. That isn't for Maggie Wall, but I will tell you all about that in a moment, because that is the recent history of this. So again, loads of memorials to people that people may know that have passed, and this is their way to honour them. Maybe they always wanted to visit here, maybe they never got the chance to. That one at the top there says, "For failed women of Scotland, you still deserve so much better," which brings me on to the recent history. So I need my phone for this, because as much as I can retain information, there's a lot that I can't, unfortunately. So I'm trying to find when it's happened, which I can't. There we go. So the more recent history of this place. In May 2018, so just 7 years ago, there was a young lady called Annalise Johnston. She lived in Dunning, just up the road, less than a mile away. And unfortunately, she was murdered on this very ground I stand on now. She was killed, and her body was carried 2 miles away by her brother. Now, her brother and his girlfriend, wife, were cleared of the murders. And people are coming. So, as I was saying, it looked like there was people coming. They didn't come. Where was it? Now, her brother and his partner were cleared of Annalise's murder, saying insufficient evidence to convict. Now, this is just speculation. I am not saying he did do it, he didn't do it. In my personal opinion, and it is just my opinion, you do not find the dead body of your sister or brother or whoever, because I know, God forbid, if anything like that was to happen to my family, I would burn the fucking world to find out what happened to them and to punish the bastard that did it. I'd be in prison for what I did, but I haven't done anything, because nothing's going to happen to my family like that. But he found his sister's body, bled out from either being slashed in the neck or beaten to death with a rock. There's conflicting things. There's been recent discoveries that possibly she was beaten to death. It was long believed that her throat was slit. But you don't find the body of your sister in that condition. Decide to sling her over your shoulder and carry her 2 miles in that direction. Must have been in that direction, because the village is less than a mile that way. You do not sling her over your shoulder and carry her 2 miles and dump her over a wall into a dike. I don't care how sick or twisted you are in the head, you don't do that. There is nothing in me, nothing, that would ever lead me to the point that if I found a loved one dead, would I try and hide the body? Never. Like I said, I would burn the fucking world to find that person. And so I went to court, and the judges found them not guilty. Even though the brother did admit he did sling her body over his shoulder and carry her for 2 miles. Doesn't add up to me. I'm gonna grab my phone again. And so this is from the Scottish Daily Express, and this was posted last July. Police may be on the verge of a breakthrough as they look to solve one of Scotland's more recent unsolved murders. According to reports, Annalise Johnston's throat was slit at a witches' monument in Perthshire in May 2018. The 22-year-old's body was dumped behind a dry stone dike in the countryside near Dunning, but she had been killed here. Annalise's brother Jordan and his former partner Angela went on trial for the murder, but both were acquitted. Pisses me off. Pisses me right off. I'm sorry. I do get passionate about this. Now, Sophie, who was in the paranormal video with us, she's not my wee sister. She is a very, very close friend. But I love her like a sister. And I would do anything for her, for Julia, for anybody I fucking love. I would, like I said, burn the world. I don't care. You hurt someone I love, I will burn the fucking world. And he was acquitted of the murder. ruled that there was insufficient evidence to convict her of the crime. Johnston, who admitted carrying his dead sister's body for 2 miles and dumping her boat at the roadside, was cleared of murder after jury returned a not proving verdict. The case has remained unsolved. Details are now being reviewed by the prosecutor fiscal, raising hopes among the family that the case will be re-examined. Detective Inspector William Murdoch said, "The death of Annalise Johnston is considered an unsolved murder, and these cases are never closed by Police Scotland. Should any new information be received, detectives will thoroughly assess this and investigate further wherever necessary." I hope that is found. I really do. Just having a look. At the trial, now this is what I forgot. At the trial, the brother blamed his girlfriend, the girlfriend blamed her brother. He said, she said, bullshit. I hate Limp Bizkit, but good quote. Anyway, just checking, still got 4 minutes left. So, yeah, that's why there was insufficient evidence. Because they kept going, no he did it, no she did it, no he did it, no she did it. I don't give a fuck who did it. Throw them both in fucking prison. Because you're not just out here on a whim at night. Unless you're pagan, like me. But you're still not just out here at night on a whim. Going, oh, let's go look at this fucking creepy cross. One of them murdered her. One of them knew about it. Both of them knew about it, clearly. So, as far as I'm concerned, is it the right opinion? Probably not. Throw them both in fucking jail and throw away the fucking key. I don't get it. I really don't. I don't get how prosecutors didn't just go, you know what, sick your bullshit, fuck off the pair of you, get in prison. I've just noticed this, which is really cute, so I'm going to show you guys. It's a little besom. If you don't know what a besom is, it's a witch's word for a broom. But yeah, so that's the more recent history. Hopefully, excuse me, there is an answer to what happened to Annalise soon. And that somebody is in prison, paying for the crime, and paying for her murder. The little target I shown you, that said Maggie Wall may not have existed, but Annalise Johnston did. 2018, age 22. She deserved better. Much, much better than what she got. So I hope that soon there is an answer to who killed her. So, I'm going to, again, just show you around it, and then I'm going to head back, because it's starting to rain. I don't like getting wet, and I don't want my camera to get wet, but just a quick, I realise I haven't shown you the full extent of it, so I'll walk to the little path bit there and show you the full thing. And it's stunning. It's a lovely memorial to witches everywhere. So that's it, and we'll take another walk around it, see if there's anything that I haven't spotted. Probably not, because I've walked around it half a dozen times. But yeah. I'm not going to focus the camera on any of these, because they are people's family. I know it's in a public place, but it's someone's family, so we're not going to focus too much on them. Little shelves, people have brought stuff for miles to leave in remembrance of Maggie Wall, even. So I'm going to head back to the car now. Let me know in the comments, did you enjoy this? Do you want more random history like this? Because like I've said on Instagram on this before, this isn't just going to be paranormals, urban exploring. It's going to be a little bit of everything. I've got some pictures from last time me and Danny came up here. Would have been 2019, 2020. Danny, when did we do the tour to Scottish castles? But yeah, around then we came up here. So I'll upload some pictures from then, because they'll be a bit better than I can get in the picture. Just one thing I will say, just whilst I'm walking up the road, I mentioned there was a couple of houses behind the trees. So again, thinking as I walk, because you know, I'm stuck inside my own head, if you just randomly came across somebody at that memorial, you wouldn't just murder them within feet of houses, you know, sort of 100 metres. You wouldn't just murder them, because that's going to be loud. That's passion, that's anger. To me, it points more and more towards family, and I hope Annalise's mum and dad get some sort of closure soon.